The Ghana Technical University Sports Association (Ghatusa) is a biannual sports competition held by all the 10 technical universities in the country aimed at scouting for best sportsmen and women as well as athletes to represent the nation in international sports disciplines. The chairman of the Vice-Chancellors of Technical Universities in Ghana, Reverend Professor John Frank Eshan, who doubles as the Vice-Chancellor of the Takoradi Technical University, expressed delight at the level of successes chalked by the Ghatusa sporting disciplines. He, however, lamented about the poor level of support from the government to the event.
And I believe these games are to unite us as technical universities. You know, we have one thing in common. So this game help us to be able to bond well, to be able to deliver on our mandate. So that's biannual games. Every 2 years we come together and then we play. Just to also keep us fit for the work that we are doing.
The Executive Secretary to the Vice-Chancellors of Technical Universities in Ghana, Joseph Mensah Oti Esirifi, after taking the media through the background of the Ghatusa competition, outlined benefits that the nation has derived from the Ghatusa. He noted that though it was the desire of the Vice-Chancellors of Technical Universities in Ghana to hold the event annually just as the GUSA, financial challenges have been and continue to be their major constraint. He therefore called for timely interventions from all well-to-do Ghanaians, non-governmental organizations, and the government in the organization of subsequent Ghatusa Games.
And this is the third edition, and Kweku is the host. There are 13 disciplines that the 10 universities are competing in. So there is football men and women, there is basketball men and women, handball men and women. There is also badminton, table tennis, and there's also taekwondo and a couple of other games. We started on Saturday and Sunday. Today is the opening ceremony for the event, and we have seen the Minister for Sports and Recreation adding his glory to the occasion. It's been quite an eventful day, taking a look at the earlier games that came across the other venues. Don't forget we have 5 venues: St. Augustine's College Park, Adesanya College Park, we have the Robert Mensah Stadium where we are now, and then the Kweku Sports Stadium, and then the UCC Sports Complex. So these are the 5 venues that are hosting the various events, and I think so far it's been so good, and we've seen the various games producing thrilling encounters. I've been at several venues watching. This morning I was here when Tamale played at Technical University, and I sat with some technical persons and we were identifying players who they think are national assets. You know, the TU Sports platform has been a hub for talent on earthing days back. If you go into history, the Ghatusa Games has produced the likes of Yusuf Al-Hassan from Koroko, Hamza Mohammed of RTU, Tofik Kalolo, Edmond Ousu-Ansah, and a couple of others. And even at the last African Games that Ghana hosted, the Ghana Quartet, the 4x400, had one speedster who is currently in the US of A by name French. Yes, he is a product of TTU. So apart from the fact that the universities are a platform to train the mind, this is also adding to the art of training the hearts and also making them feel competitive. And others who have talent outside the classroom have the opportunity to compete. There are several students who, because of the games, have had the opportunity to earn scholarship outside. Beyond that, because the schools are competing, they tend to scout for talent from the secondary schools.
Mr. Kofi Adams is the Minister for Sports and Recreation.
His Excellency the President talked about the establishment of school sports agency that will be solely responsible for school sports right from the very basic level all the way to the tertiary level, so that there would not be anything that will cause a break, whether it is financial, whether it is planning or whatever. At all times that they must organize these games, they will be organized. So we're very much interested in this because this is where talents will surely be developed. we are also working seriously to establish the sports fund. And once we establish this sports fund, funding of sports and sports-related activity would not be dried off. And so we are so much concerned and we are very interested. We live in the world of talent. We live in the world where people must feed and eat from their talents. And when we develop, we give them opportunity to develop these talents. A lot of people will eat around it. You can imagine the number of small businesses that are benefiting from these games. Those who are selling water, those who are selling other drinks, those who are selling food, those in the hotel business, those in transport business, just because there is a convergence of persons for sports. And so if you do this, you build the economy also, the economy of the host areas. So sports for me is the way to go. If we do this and do it well, we will take a lot of young people off Galamsey sites. They will stop the destruction of water bodies, they will stop the destruction of our forests, and they will eat from their talents.
James Kweku Baako's report for TV Africa News.